YouTube. Today we're going to be talking, Izzy and I had made this intro, but where I had the camera set up you couldn't see a thing. So I'm doing the intro by myself about our minerals, and then the rest of it will be the two of us doing our mineral thing. So I want to talk about minerals and your mineral spots on your property. In my opinion, that, mock scrapes, and a food plot are your three most important things. So that's going to keep your deer there, keep them coming. As you'll see in the video of how we haven't put any minerals in our two locations, or three locations, since last year, and they were already hitting it. So the two products I swear by, and I am not sponsored, they don't send it to me, I buy it, but I'll also be doing a video on showing you how to get your minerals and deer attractants at rock bottom dirt price, dirt price, get low prices, cheap, over half the price of what you normally pay. So, on to the next thing. What do we use? I swear by Boost 73. Tinks made it. This was a couple years ago version, and it was by Tinks. If you still Google Tinks Boost 73, it'll come up, but the company has now changed to Rack One Whitetail System. They make this goop in apple, acorn, corn, and beets. I think those are all the flavors. We've tried the acorn, we've tried the corn, nothing. But the grape, the apple is by far superior. And how we use it, shake it up, and then a stump. I put it on logs. I just dumped it on the ground. Doesn't really, they'll hit the log. But an actual stump, or you could take a log that you cut that's kind of old and seasoned, so it's a little soft. And you'll actually, and what we do is we dump half of this jug over one log, and then every 2 weeks I reapply and set a camera up to see if they're coming. So this is just dynamite. Dynamite. We're going to be showing you trail cam footage of it. The one thing is, I don't remember if it was this batch or this batch that I bought that I let freeze, and then it got too hot, and it didn't really smell like apples. So last year they really didn't, but that was my fault, because I mixed up the jugs. But we did a sniff test, and Izzy and I kind of figured out that I think it was this batch I let get too hot and freeze. So keep it in a good environment when you're not on the off season. Stuff is awesome. And then what I do, like I said, we do half on one spot. I prefer an actual stump, like around your stand or your hunting area. If you had dropped a couple trees, that's the spot. And then when you dump it on, it's all goopy, and then it kind of dries out and crystallizes, and you'll see that these deer will come and just gnaw on it. So I've tried all kinds of stuff. 4 years straight, we use that. And the biggest one that I am a rave about is Black Magic Blocks by Deer King. Deer King, name kind of speaks for itself because they kind of go crazy for it. You can get this in a block. You can get it in a powder form. You can get it in a liquid form. I've tried the powdered form. It works. It doesn't quite last as long as a block, but I do prefer the blocks. And they last a while. And we have two spots with the blocks in it, and they just keep coming back and coming back. And these, when you see further in the video, when we put these out, there's spots where there has been no block since last year, and they've already pawed at it, already investigating, and they're going, hey, where's my minerals? We usually put the minerals out end of May, and then we'll bring them, won't be reapplying anything come early September, because technically I believe in Connecticut, these are considered baits. We've tried different blocks, I've tried different scents, different powders, rocks, you name it, blocks of stuff, nothing to eat it but squirrels in the same locations as these, so I have played around and highly suggest. And here's the thing, if you're just gonna throw it out there, you have to do some kind of scouting. You have to know that those deer travel through that area. I wouldn't put it right in the middle of a trail, put it off a trail. And don't have 100 spots of minerals. We have 26 acres, we have 3. But just because those are the 3 that I established years ago, and they keep coming. So don't be discouraged too if you throw one out and go, nothing's touched it. Because it actually activates when it rains. You could actually cheat and pour water over it, if you wanted to, because as it rains and whatnot and they eat it, it gets into the ground, and they will, this stuff, they will scrape a hole foot deep. Like you'll be amazed if you stay on top of it, but don't be discouraged if the first block doesn't work. Get to, try it. But if there's no deer coming through there, or you're just chucking it in your backyard, it's not going to draw them in from everywhere. They're going to know it's there once they find it, and once you establish a solid mineral spot year after year after year. And you may put it in one spot and nothing happens. Well, then you got to move. Obviously the deer aren't walking through there, or they're not in that general area. So that's the key to it. But once they find it, they will hit it year after year after year. So we're over here at one of our mineral spots. It's on the edge of what will be one of our food plots, which we're going to be working on this weekend. So this one did not have a block in it since the end of the last season. So I'm just going to show you what they've been doing. And this is what it's end of June. We usually put them out beginning of June, middle of May, when it starts getting warmed up. But this has had nothing on there. And this is Black Magic block spot. So just look at this. We're going to put there's our Black Magic block. This is going to open that up, and I'm going to show them what's been going on. I mean, see how it's bowled out. You can see there's hoof prints there, and this is where we've put it. Originally we raked it up a little bit, but they're pawing at it. There ain't nothing there from last year. So this is going to show us how I put the block on. And so she's just going to get it unwrapped, pack our trash out, shake all that little bit of minerals out. Okay.
Yep. So we always put this ridge up.
So they can nibble on it, lick on it, and then when it does rain, you know, the rain will come over, it'll go down, and it just deposits all the minerals in there, and that's it. Like I said, if this was a new spot, we would rake the vegetation away. You see we got about 3 feet. And so then the next thing we would do is you'd want to put a camera on it. So we already have a camera. We have to clear the brush, but from turkey hunting, we had it over there. And then we're not going to set that up right yet because we're coming back and we're going to do a few more things. But tonight there will be a camera on there. So let's head over to our next one. As you can see, definitely works. Trust me. Yeah. Trust me. Once they start hitting it, that's from last year. I mean, it speaks for itself. If that doesn't sell you on it, and no, I'm not affiliated, I've tried oodles of things. Watch. We'll let the trail cam footage speak for itself. Bushes, we got 2 stumps that we normally use. This is on the edge of another food plot. We have to terminate what's there. I didn't cut enough with the brush hog, so I have to do a little machete action. So we're going to clear out around these stumps, pour some goop, and we're going to put our camera over there. Let me just give this stuff up. All right, that's done. And we're just gonna clear past the camera. So Izzy, what are we gonna do?
Goop.
What do we gotta do with it first?
We gotta
shake it good. Shake it.
Okay, I think that's enough.
That's it? That's all you got? Shake it. All right. So in this spot, we're gonna put half on each stump. Okay, you can see in past years, this one's a little tough to see, but if you look at this one, you can see where they actually gnaw to get at the mineral on the stump. So, do it up, and you're just gonna pour it all over the top. The rain will do it. Got it?
It smells so good.
Smells like apples.
Half.
Half on that one. Just gonna goop it right up. I don't want to walk back, so make sure you only put half. Okay, it's probably good.
Yeah.
All right, then we're gonna go over to this one. Should do the same thing.
dump it all out up top. There you go. Not on the. You kind of want to not get it all over the ground. You want to try to keep it like drizzle all over the stump. But we did good. Good job. All right, and we're gonna set up our camera here because we're not. That's all we're doing in this spot. It's not ideal. People are gonna go, oh, we got so much brush around. Yeah, they don't like to be. They want to feel safe. But right over here, from right there, just straight down. So it's a little ravine. We've had success here before. Normally I have more of this cut. Okay, so here's one finished mineral spot with the goop. What we got is we got our branch fell off my head. We got our 2 stumps.
Yep.
We
And
cleared that out with the machete, and then what do we do with our camera?
we cleared it out again with the machete, and we fastened it to a stake,
Yep.
and we have it pointing around in between both of them so it can see.
Yep. And you know, we may need to adjust that. I mean, I don't. It's a, you know, you're just trying to hopefully get them both, but it looks like it's a good angle. Kind of just chop down everything with the machete, and that's a stake that won't blow in the wind. You want to just make sure that's nice and secure, and then we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah.
All right. There's another one down. 2 more to go. So we left. This camera was here from turkey hunting. I just opened it up to put a memory card in, and it's been invaded. Ants. I don't know if they can do any damage to one, but that sure is going to be fun putting a memory card in. Woo! I thought that was cool. Look at them little guys go. Look at them. Man, I ain't happy. What do you think? You touch it.
I don't like spiders.
Oh yeah, they're not black. That's little tiny ones. We're gonna be setting up another black magic block. Izzy just pulled out the grass clumps. So this is on the corner. We have a stand up there and there, and we have one of our trails we cut around. Goes around, and then over there. There's my house up there. So a lot of times we can see them down here, and we'll put a camera there. And this one, put her on down in there. Bam, that's it. Set a camera up, which we forgot. But this is actually, it's hard to tell. Look right there. There's a deer print right there. A deer print. They had it and there was no block since last year. So this is actually pretty well concave down. And after we get some rain and whatnot, and this thing starts getting wet, they will dig this grass up, and we will have, like I said, you'll be able to see. So we'll keep a track on it. But they were already over here looking too.
Yeah.
So since we forgot a camera, we'll put that up in a little while. And that's it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for tuning in.
Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification bell, like this video, and comment down below.
Yeah, if you guys got any questions, let us know. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.